it's Leanne. If I sound out of breath, it's because I am. I went outside to put out some new mats and broke a sweat. Anyway, we're going to do a WIP and chat today, and I'm going to be working on the Diamond Design Company, and the name of the kit is Balloons on the Move. And they measure 10.19 by 15.15, pretty sure that's centimeters square. But first, I got this new pen from Butterfly Effect Wares. Let's see if you can see it without it. I don't know why I have such a problem, but anyway, I feel like it's being blurry. There's better. It's called Copper Patina, and it looks like it's got pieces of copper in it. It's really pretty. I really, really love it. And I need to load it though, because I've got brand new tips. This is a single placer from Diamond Art Club, and this is the 8 placer from Diamond Art Club. So I need to fill them up. Let's see if I can move you a little closer. I need to get a TV or something up here so that I can see what you're seeing, because once I start doing whatever I'm doing, I can't see you. I have to look up. So, okay, so this is Mary Mudd. It's called Beach Bum. Her store's about to reopen. She's been closed for about 2 years. I've really missed her. This is Beach Bum, and I can tell you it still smells delicious. It just smells so good. And it's like the colors of a, well, beach ball. So, let's go ahead and load this up. Let's see, let's start over here. Squeeze some of this in there. The way I do it is I just kind of rock it. I don't know if you can see that or not, but I kind of rock it and then pull it off like that. And then I just kind of go through, bam, done. Okay. So that is that, as you can see. That's that. Put this up. And hold on a second. There we go. There we go. And then we're going to come over here, and I am going to get 2 micro dots. And the way I do this is there's 1, there's 2, and I just, you see them there on, it's like a little booger. And then I just stuff that little booger down in there. Just, if it's on the edge, get it and stick it down in there, because it will stick to all your drills. So you want it in there. I have found that 3 are too many. I've even found that 1 regular glue dot is just too much for me. It ends up, I end up having to try to cut it off, and it's a hassle. But all right, now that's done. I'll move that over there, move that down there. Now I've already kitted up this, so let's see, which one do we want to do this time? Let's see, we've got, that's the bicycle. I do like that. Oh, I like this one too. Okay, let's see. We'll put that in the front. I do like that one as well. Of course, I like them all. Okay, so this is kind of silly. But this one here, it's the decisions. I'm going to go with this one. And I'll put these back in the box. And you get 6 designs in this kit. This one, like I said, is called Balloons on the Move. Yeah, she's also on Etsy, but you can also go to the diamonddesignco.com. I've never ordered it that way, but you certainly can. And then, like I said, I've kitted up the whole thing. The whole thing all together. Let's see, there's 46 colors in this one. And then we got, let's see, so 46 plus 8 is 54, plus 8 is 62, plus 2 more 64, right? I hope. So we're going to set those over there. And let's get started, shall we? Let's see if I can get you in enough to where you can see. The problem is I'm going to end up turning this way. I'm going to use this tray. This is a Bijou Bliss. And it's really and truly, I have all my trays over on another cubby. So I was just too lazy to get up and get another one, but I think this one matches fine. Not that I ever try to do that because I never do, but I'm not very good at it. So anyway, you turn that like that. And then of course the stopper has magnets too. I'm sure you all know that. Now I'm going to try something a little different here because I have a bunch of these little small, these were gifts from Crafts with Crashly, and that works pretty good, don't you think? I mean, there's a couple of ways you can do this. You can do all the colors at one time, which is certainly a way to do it, and probably makes the most sense, to be real honest with you. Or you can, let's move that over there. Let's see here. Okay. So let's see something here. I think I am going to work in sections because why not? There's really not much sections, is there? But that's okay. We'll use these. Yeah, just like that. Alrighty. Of course, I think it's quicker if you don't section them off. But that's what I'm going to do. So, and I don't have my rulers over here. Oh, that's okay. That's okay too. This event is for the Crosscraft 2025 event that I'm co-hosting with, oh dear, with Artemis. Her channel will be linked down below. So be sure, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna use some washi tape. I hardly ever use washi tape, but I'm going to this time. I am going to. Put some there. I gotta try to get it just right. This is why I hardly ever use washi tape, because I'm not very good at it. Hold on. There we go. Put that there. And I'm just going to put it right here for right now because it'll go over if I don't. So, yeah, there we go. We'll do that for right now. How's that? Anyway, yeah, so it's for the Crosscraft event. The Diamond Design Company, which is Amy Small, super sweet. She is a sponsor, one of the sponsors for the video, or for this event, I should say. So if you've never had one of her kits and you'd like to, you know, get a chance to try some of her kits, and maybe you don't want to pay the full price, stick around, watch the event. There's going to be giveaways, and yeah, I am doing a WIP and chat for the event, but this is not the WIP and chat that gives out the prizes. The first one to do that is going to be Artemis. So you'll want to be sure to subscribe to her channel and turn on notifications so you don't miss. That happened to me. For whatever reason, I won. Thankfully, someone told me. But I wasn't subscribed, and I don't know how I wasn't subscribed to the lady who gave out, to the creator that gave out the prizes. And I won. But I didn't know she went live, and so I missed my name. But it was okay. I still, you know, I still got to win. No one took my prize from me. Didn't have to be there. But still, you know, I would have wished I had been there and could have celebrated with everybody. I mean, even watching on the replay, it was exciting to hear my name. So, yeah. So, and I believe we go live this Wednesday, if I understand correctly. And it'll be on my channel and Artemis, so you can join in on either or channel you want to. It does not matter. You will not hurt either one of our feelings if you tune in to one or the other, as long as you tune in. So, because I think she might do some giveaways, but I don't know, okay? I don't know. I stay confused most of the time in just my everyday life, so. I am also participating in the Cat Fedora event. And I've already started on that kit, and I'm coming along. I love it. I got the kit from Made, and I'm really enjoying it. It's you know, it's a computer. No, Leanne. It's a hand rendered. And there's one thing I've learned. I like computer render. I mean, gosh, I keep saying computer rendered. I like hand rendered items. I mean, I just do. And I know a lot of people, it doesn't matter, or they prefer the computer because it is so much confetti. And for some people, that's what they like. So everybody's unique. There's no wrong or right. No one's like, oh, you're crazy if you, no. There's none of that here. If that's what you like, that's what you like. So the Cat Fedora is hand charted, and I love it. I'm enjoying it. It is a round. I've not done a round Made. Actually, I do have other Mades in my stash, but this is the first one that I have worked on, and so far I'm loving it. Now I'm on section 2 of that, and I'll do a whip and check with that too at some point. But yeah, and Shay is, I'm sure I think there's others, but I know Shay is doing the Cat Fedora, and there is a Facebook group if you'd like to join. It just started September 1st, and yeah, so you have plenty of time to join in. I don't know that I will finish it before, you know, the allotted time, but that's okay. That's okay. I do think I will finish it. Oh, there's too many there. Hang on. Jeez, Louise. But yeah, I am thoroughly enjoying it. It turns out, unbeknownst to me, that I do like Cat Fedora's images. I didn't know. I think a lot of people knew, but I did not. So, yeah. I really am enjoying it. And it's nice to work on a square. I haven't, you know, I don't know. I like squares. I like rounds. I like them all. I like them all. I do have to do a finish-in review of Sharky, which is Reagan Kubicek is the artist, and it was presented by Ever After Diamond Painting. Loved working on that, and I think that's what kind of spoiled me, though, because now I'm like, you know. So here's what happened is I bought a kit. Come on, get up there. Sometimes I really like for them to be as straight as possible, and sometimes that takes some finagling. I had bought a kit last year, I think, some time ago, and it's from Jaded Gem Shop, and it's a Henry Clive, and I think it's called like Dairy Made or something like that, and I got it exclusively for the event that Anthony is doing, and it's, you know, it was going to be a Henry Clive, but then it turned into a pinup, and which is fine because it counts for both, I think. And but y'all, I started unkitting it. I mean, kitting up last night, and I actually started filming a video, and then I was like, okay, I can't do this. First of all, it's a square, and it is just confetti. I mean, it was just confetti, and I was already like, I am not going to enjoy working on this. I know I'm not going to finish it because I'm not going to enjoy it. It's not going to bring me joy. I'll just be doing it to support my friend Anthony, which is a good reason to do stuff, right? But then I was kidding it up, and there were so many unnecessary bags. And it's been a while since I've done a Jaded Gem Shop. Her canvases are top notch. It's me and those drills. I just don't care for them. And it's not that the drills themselves are bad quality, but I just don't like the way the bags are. They are, you know, you might have 10 bags and they're this big, you know, a little bit, there's just a few in each one, you know, just a few. And you got to open up all of those, and the static is horrendous. So I'm already frustrated, you know, and I'm like, okay, why? I kitted up half of it, and I was like, I just stopped. I was like, I don't know. I don't know if I will continue this or not, because it does not bring me pleasure. And I mean, I'm already dreading working on it. And here's my feet. Yeah, so then I was like, well, then why kid it up? You know, why sit here and get so frustrated that you want to cry and you want to curse and you want to do all these things, and thinking to yourself, I could be over there working on such and such that really brings me joy. So I was like, you know what? I can still support my friend. I will, you know, I will go to the lives and, you know, all the things related to the event. I will continue to support him in that way. I'm going to kit this one down and just put it away. Just put it away. Like I said, the canvas is great. You know, she has great quality canvases. That is not the issue. And it's only a me issue. So she sells a lot of kits. So I know that I am in the minority. And that's okay. That's okay. You know, this is not a job. This is something I do for relaxation, my mental health. And yeah, and it was not ticking those boxes. So I'm just putting it away. I've got over 150 diamond paintings in my stash. I can find something else that makes me happy. And I, you know, like Sharky, the one I just finished, that kit brought me joy from start to finish, from the first drill to the last. It made me smile just working on it. So to go from that to what in the hell is this? And maybe that's it. Maybe if I had went from a different canvas, then I wouldn't have been spoiled, shall I say. So I don't know, but I'm going to tell you right now, these drills are nice, and I don't notice any gapping. These are obviously hand charted. So yeah, these here all bring me great fun. Now, could I do all of these in just a couple of days? Yeah, probably, but I won't, because like I said, I want to work on the cat fedora, and that cat fedora is going to take me a long time, or longer, I should say. But I also have 3 kits from Diamond Design Company, and I kind of would like to show you a little bit from all 3, so that you could pick out some if you like. You know, you might say, oh, I really like that one. I mean, what my favorite thing is definitely may not be yours. In fact, I know that that's the case, because, you know, I've heard people say, oh man, all that color blocking would kill me on Sharky. And I was like, oh, and I'm just digging it. So now I have worked on kits before that was a ton of color blocking, but it was with one single color. This had a lot of color blocking, but you had several color changes in that color blocking per section. So maybe that's why I liked it so much. I don't know, but yeah. But yeah, I need to do a finish and review on that, and I will give you a spoiler alert. I love Ever After's canvases. And if you get a chance to buy one, or if you're on the fence about buying one, because they are a premium diamond painting company. So, you know, you get what you pay for. And I was very happy with what I got for my money. So happy that when she had a sale a couple of weeks ago, or maybe a week ago now, I don't remember, I ordered 3 more. So now, it's not, you're not going to get it immediately. It's not like Diamond Art Club or, you know, I don't know. I really don't buy from a lot, but even Muni Made, you get pretty quick, I think, if I remember correctly. I haven't ordered from any, you know, Muni Made in a little bit, so, but I don't recall having to wait very long. But yeah, I mean, you do have to wait, I don't know, 4 to 6 weeks, something like that, if I'm not mistaken. But it's worth the wait. It's worth the wait. So, and I was recommended to them. They were highly spoken of by Jackie, one of the subscribers here. I'm sure you've seen her if you've been in a live, or you've seen her in the comments below. And she spoke really highly of them. And I was like, you know what? Okay, I'm going to give it a shot. And I am so glad I did. And, you know, the reason why I went with Sharky, well, first of all, it made me smile. But also because I was like, okay, this one's easy, you know. And so that should be a good idea whether I like them or not. And I love them. And I bought squares. And yeah. So. And now I'm working on Cat Fedora. Now wait a minute. Ever After's where Sharky came from. This Muni Made. I don't think you wait that long with Muni Made. And like I said, it's my first Muni Made to work on, but I have others. And I don't recall them taking that long to get to you. I really don't. And another thing I like is you can order kits. You know, people like her trays. And I do too. I like them as well. I got, you know, you can get on her waiting list to order you custom trays. And I got on it, and I think I'm number 350, so it's going to be a minute. And that's okay. But when you order a kit, you can also choose to add a diamond painting tray. And before, if it was a large kit, you got a large tray. If it was a smaller kit, you got a small tray, which I did not like the big trays. They're too big for my hands. But now she has it to where you can choose if you want a smaller tray or a bigger tray. So that's good. That's good. Because there is a difference between the two. Okay. Let's see. I'm going to call that. Here we go. Put this down here. Goodness gracious. So let's see what's going on. Well, I made my appointment today to get my car serviced because of the recall, and I'm taking it in on Thursday. Thursday is going to be crazy. Taking my car in at 9, which does not make me very happy. But I need to get it in early because the guy who's installing the security cameras is also coming on Thursday. So, yeah. But I don't have PT on Thursday. I do on Wednesday and Friday. And here's my problem with Wednesday, which is tomorrow. Today's Tuesday when I'm filming this, is my PT appointment is at 1:45. Yeah, so I can't see me. Well, I know. I mean, I just don't know. I could go live after I got home, but I just don't know. You know, you never know. I mean, I might be in pain. I may not be in pain. You know, it's but Uh-oh, I dropped one. I heard it hit. I don't see, oh, here it is. Okay. Oh, come here to me. Put that in there. Okay, let's look at, for the, yep, there is that Pac-Man. Pac-Man, I don't know that I've ever seen a Pac-Man symbol before. But I like it. So I don't know. I mean, I know I'm pretty sure we're going live on Saturday, but that's for an event. Pretty sure. Don't quote me on it. I'm pretty sure. Kind of. Sort of. Anytime I question myself, I mean, I always, as soon as I say, oh yes, this is going to happen, then I'm like, or is it? It's going to happen unless it doesn't. That's as committed as I can be. But I really want to do a live because I like talking to my peeps, you know, catching up, hearing how everybody's doing, just, you know, and then because there's been a few people that have been missing, you know, and then, you know, I'm like, well, they have the right, you know, I mean, goodness, I'm not going to go, where were you? I'm not taking attendance or anything, for crying out loud. I miss a lot of lives, you know, life happens. But then that little voice creeps in and says, maybe they're mad at you. Maybe you said the wrong thing, which is always possible for me, okay? Not intentionally, but it's possible. So, I don't know. So part of me is like, I should contact them and go, hey, just worried about you. Because that's really what it boils down to. It's like, I hope they're okay. What if they're not okay? How would I know if they weren't okay? So, that's where my mind always tends to go with those sorts of things. So, yeah. I worry. I can't help it. I mean, and usually first I'll be like, oh, I wonder, you know, like I said, is it something I said? But then I go, well, what if they're sick? What if they're in the hospital? What if, you know, they don't feel seen? And it's like, and you're not asking them where they are. Maybe they just, you know, need to know somebody's thinking about them, or that they are missed or something. So, I don't know. Am I the only one who does that? Because it wouldn't surprise me. Would not surprise me. All right, let's, come on, get in there. Let's see, I'm gonna finish up this little quadrant down here real fast. So I need a little H. Oh wait, I need these two. They're right here and I see them. No, Leanne, you got the wrong one. There. Goodness gracious. We hadn't had Mexican food for lunch. There's a place close to us that is, it's very, very, very tiny. I mean, they have, I think, 4 tables, and those tables only seat 2, where you can sit at the bar. That's it. I mean, it's like a shotgun place. It's probably maybe 12 feet, you know, wide, and I don't know, 20 feet deep. It's not very big. And so if you go there with 3 people, you're gonna have to sit at at the bar. And even then, there's only 8 maybe bar stools. So it's small, but it is so authentic. It's all family run, and it is so, so, so good. So good, and very fresh, you know, it's just really a good place. So, if you're ever in the area. But yeah, a lot of people go there, and, you know, they do a lot of to-go business because, like I said, there's just not room for everybody. But they know pretty much everybody by name. I like to get the corners done, you know. I don't know why, but I do. Okay. So then we had to go to Lowe's to take back some cushions because we bought some cushions, forgetting that we'd already ordered some cushions from Amazon. And it was like, oh, well, I mean, they came in the same day that we got the other cushions. It was like, well, let's see which ones we like better. And lo and behold, we like the ones we got from Amazon. So I was like, we'll just take back, send back or whatever, whichever one we don't like. And we like the ones from Amazon. So I had to turn around and order 2 more. So, and then they're coming tomorrow to pressure wash. So slowly but surely, they are coming along on our yard. We added more stuff to it. We're going to add more grass in the back. I don't know. We're going to see if it's going to work. I have mixed feelings about the ones in the grass in the front. But we'll see. You know, we kind of planted it late in the year, so yeah. Let me do these. Don't forget about them. Oops. So anyway, I take those back to Lowe's, and then I was like, well, we need to get some doormats. So got some doormats. And they had quite the selection, but we had some of those, what's it called? Like COIR, core or something like that. I don't know. It's like, I don't know, coconut fibers or something. I'm not sure. Anyway, I do not like those. First of all, they're messy. You wipe your feet and little fibers come up. But also I don't know, they get moldy. So ended up buying some that hopefully won't get moldy. Oh, and then I was bringing in the trash can. We had trash service this morning, and I brought in our trash can, and I was like, what on earth is this over here on the floor in the garage? And I was like, well, I do believe that is good old rodent droppings. So we put out a mouse trap because that's what we had. But I don't know if it's a rat or if it's a mouse. So we shall see. But it's the kind that zaps. So, yeah. So it's no poison. Nothing suffers. We have owls and other things that eat rodents, and I don't want them to get sick, so I don't want to use poison. This one's no bueno. No bueno. All right, let's see. And I mean, sometimes those snapper traps, they don't work that well, you know, so the poor thing, I think it's cruel. I mean, it's like it's supposed to break their neck instantly. Doesn't always happen that way. And then I absolutely do not want the kind that they're sticky, you know, that they walk across and they get stuck to, because they literally die a slow death. I mean, they starve to death. That's what happens. They starve to death. You go out there and you get them, you put them in a trash bag, and it's like, I don't want rats and I don't want mice, but I don't want anything to suffer. Nothing. I mean, nothing. Even the skunks, you know, I like doing the live traps, and the guy takes them to his 240 acres and sets them free. Because it's like, you know, they're animals too. They have the right to survive, but can't have them in my backyard. My dogs take precedence. And yeah, I don't want them to get comfy here. Okay, something's not jiving right here. You got to be real careful. That one looks fine. Maybe it's this one. Come on, let go. Let go. Let's try this. I do not know. I tell you. I know a lot of people are like, it doesn't matter. But I try to do my best. Sometimes you just have to change out the drill. I don't know if there's anything wrong with that drill, but it's not fitting in there very well. I did have one problem with my Ever Moment Sharky, and I will, when I do my finishing review, I will show it to you because you may have some advice for me on how to correct it. Yeah. But it doesn't take away from the kit at all. So what are y'all working on? Are you doing, hopefully you're doing cross craft. If you're not, that's okay. I understand. I'm not doing every event that there is. I'm not doing drills and chills this year. I was planning on it, but, you know, I was like, I just got too much. The only thing that might happen is I might, you know, participate without participating, if that makes any sense. Because I think you have to have a new start, and I still have Flower Shop Ghosts from Diamond Art Club that I started last year and didn't finish. And I was going to start it this year, but then I think, oh no, I think you had to have a new start. If I'm wrong, correct me on that, but I think you have to have a new start. So if I participate, it won't be for prizes. There we go. Working on the Wally bus. Do y'all call them Wally buses or beaver buses? We called the doodle bugs. We called those the beavers. And you get a slug or something in the arm. It's been a day or two. But you get a slug. You know, as we got bigger, the slugs got harder, and eventually we had to quit. Which is good. Which is good. Oh, by the way, I guess I should be telling you what drills I'm working on. This is 603 that I just finished, the pink. Get in there. So the hummingbirds are supposed to be migrating. I have flowers. I do not have a hummingbird feeder out, and I'm really debating on getting one because you have to clean them out. If you don't, they get mold, and then they'll make essentially turn into alcohol, and then they'll make the hummingbirds sick and cause them to die. I do not want to cause hummingbirds to die. So, yeah. That's why I don't have feeders, but I don't know. Around here, I don't, because I got a lot of shade, so I don't know if it would get as hot. I might try it. Yes, I know you can buy the stuff already made, but it's just 1 part water to 4 parts sugar, right? Or is it 3 parts sugar? Now I can't remember. I'll have to look it up again, but I haven't gotten a feeder. I thought about it, but I didn't get one. Like I said, I'd rather just have the flowers. You know, they're not sprayed or anything. I had one hummingbird stuck around. He didn't go anywhere. Or she. It was a she. Well, it was either a juvenile male or a she, but I think it's a she. So hopefully she'll get to return with her family back down to South America, Mexico and South America and all that. But this is when they start their migrating. And then they just hang out until waiting on they get here and hang out and wait on a cool front to push them on down. Pretty amazing, huh? Stuff like that always amazes me. It's like they have no degrees. They don't have any clocks. You know, they just know it's time. This is what we do. And they do it. They don't quite, nobody questions it. Nobody says, well, you know, we do that every year. Why do we have to continue to do the same thing over and over and over? They just, okay, here we go. Of course, I guess the one that stuck around maybe thought, what are we doing? Why do we have to go? I just think stuff like that's amazing to me because I'm looking for C. She. Oh, it's a fairy dust. It's a fairy dust. Uh-oh. Oops-a-daisies. Get one. Get out. So somebody posted, well, it was, the name of the company is Saltwater Recon. And they've got, you know, you can watch live cameras of Galveston and Clear Lake Park and, you know, all these different places. And it showed this guy yesterday, I guess, trying to launch his 2 jet skis. And he backs him. It takes him a little bit, but he gets it backed up into the, you know, trailer into the water. They start getting the jet skis off. And I guess he didn't realize that he had not taken the vehicle out of reverse. And he just went flying into the water. Back into the water. And of course, a wrecker had to come and get him out. But, you know, the truck is ruined at this point, you know, and it was a nice truck. It was a newer truck. And I was like, I don't know, but I have a feeling that was a boy and his friends asked his dad, can we take the jet skis out? And he said, sure. You know, you can take my truck. And yeah, can you imagine that phone call? Dad? Is our truck still under warranty? I know, son. So, anyway, but I don't know that. I just figured that one out in my head. And so, in that case, it could be a complete lie. Oh. My shoulder is getting much better every day. Every day though. Oh, excuse me. Every day. I take a meloxicam, which is an anti-inflammatory, pretty strong one, but it's not a narcotic or anything like that. And it's really helped. It really has. Some of that just stiffness and stuff in the morning has gone away. I mean, now when I work it out and stretch it and stuff, it's still painful. But it tends to go away after I stop doing that motion. So, yeah, I think it's healing. I know it's healing. I know it's healing. And I do realize that it's probably healing faster than, you know, maybe not that I expected, but faster than what the doctor thought, and also PT. So I'm very pleased with that. Very pleased. I have appointments for physical therapy all the way through to the 15th. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I do this week. I mean, I'm ready to quit, you know, having that be part of my life. So, I don't know. We'll see. I mean, I do enjoy the PT, but come on, man. It really cuts into my days. It's cutting into my lives. Yeah. Things that I enjoy. And I'm really used to my time being my own, you know, and it's not. So, yeah. But we'll see. I mean, I don't want to stop prematurely. I want to get as much range of motion back in that arm as humanly possible. I don't know that I will ever get it complete. You know, like I don't know that I'll ever be able to literally raise my left hand above my head. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever be able to put my bra on again you know, the normal way. But then, you know, my grandmother couldn't either, but hers was age, you know. So, I mean, it's not like, you know, I can't do it. I can. But, you know, sometimes it's like I just want to go back to having, I don't know. I mean, I'll even go back to 40, okay? You know, you think you have aches and pains at 40. But they just get worse. Now, they probably don't if you've taken care of yourself. Well, there for a period of time in my life, I did. But, you know, it's not lifelong. So, yeah. So I probably, you know, I didn't think I was going to live this long, honestly. I didn't. Oh, let's see. I got some of these. Let's do this. This is the music note, and it's $8.19. Oh, it's a pretty pink, isn't it? Put this on there. All right, let's do it this way. When they're freestanding like this, I like to use the tweezers on the singles. We had some heck of rain yesterday, but it was fine. Well, not so much yesterday, the day before. Now, yesterday it did rain, but I wasn't here for most of the day. I went to my dad's, and I hadn't seen him in so long. And well, I say so long, I mean, I didn't see him last week at all, and I was missing him something fierce. And, you know, you can talk to people on the phone, and that's awesome, but it's not the same. You know, it's like, I want to see you. I want to lay hands on you, you know. I mean, I want to touch you and see for myself, you know, how you are. I'd like to figure out, he has a Samsung, so I have an iPhone. And I'd like to figure out a way that we could do video calls. I think we can do them through Messenger, I think. But I don't know. I need to figure it out because I have no idea how to operate a Samsung. They are so much more complicated to me. That's because I've had an iPhone for so long. But, yeah, I don't know. I do not know. yeah, he's, I mean, part of me says, well, he's really not doing well, and I really worry about him. And there's truth in those words. There's also truth in the fact that, he is 88. And honestly, for most 88-year-olds, I'd say he's at the top of this class. I mean, yeah, I mean, he still lives alone. He's still driving, although I think that's, he doesn't like to drive as far, and I'm glad. But I don't know, since I haven't gotten to know him as much as I would have liked to, I don't like it. I don't like it. I want him to live to be 100, And there's nothing saying he can't. But not only do I want him to do that, but I also want him to want to, I mean, otherwise it just gets selfish, right? I'm just being selfish. And that's not nice either, is it? So I don't know. Okay, I did see some of these. Only 4? I think so. There's 3. Let's see. 2, 3, 4. Okay, come off of there. So I don't know. I am very grateful that I found them. Very, very, very grateful about that. I'm going to have to move this because it's not straight. And it is messing it up over here. There. That's better. That's more better. Another thing we also have some gift certificates for Crash with Crashly. So, yeah. One good thing that I like about this event is that we are actually buying stuff to help the small shops. We're not just asking small shops, hey, can you do this? Can you do that? Because they do get asked that a lot. And while I know, they would love to help, I also know, where was it? I just saw it. I also know that it's a bad time for some small shops. So, we're trying to help support them. And so, for instance, I bought the gift certificates to Crashly's, and Artemis has bought some of her own. I think Jay Lely has also donated. So yeah, it's so a lot of the prizes that you're up for are actually purchased with our funds, and I like that. I like that because that helps them out, Now, why am I getting hungry? I really don't know. I don't know why I'm getting hungry, but I am. Angel was saying she's not going to do 8-hour lives anymore, but Mia does, so that's good. But, she had commented, she said, Leanne, you do an 8-hour live. And I was like, no, I can't sit that long. I can't stay in one position very long, or my back will kill me. It'll start spasming. So I cannot sit that long. And even like when I go to PT and they had me stand and do these exercises, when whenever I stop, my back just goes into spasm mode. Like, okay, now lay on this table. It's like, I just can't do it. Just can't. I mean, I think if I could, you know, sit still and do an 8-hour live, I could probably get a job doing something. But I just can't. I just can't. So, I don't know. Maybe if I went to a chiropractor or something. I don't know if that would... I mean, like I said, I'm 62 and I am not in good shape. So yeah. All right, Leanne, what are you looking for? You're just kind of staring off into Nowhereville. What happened to... Didn't I already do that? And just... Oh, jeez. I'm looking for the musical instrument. I just did it. Didn't even see all this up here. Now, I don't have a legend, so I have to actually... Oh, here it is. I have to actually look. So, I should have probably printed out the sticker sheet for my legend, but I didn't. So... But this one isn't so bad because it's only, you know, what I say, 60-something colors. So, it's not as bad. But I know another one of the kits, I think, has over 100 because it's a bunch more kits and they're bigger. So, and that's the patchwork animals. I can't wait to start on those too. Because those aren't small like this. Those are actually decent size. I mean, they're snack size, no doubt. But they're not, I wouldn't call them minis. I would definitely call them snacks. Okay. Getting close to being finished with this half. So, okay, let's look for the question mark. The question. Here it is, right here, 162. There's a lot of these. Lots and lots of these. Okay, let's get over here. There we go. All right. Let's do this question mark with the tweezers. Seems how it's in no man's land. I sure do like my new pen too. This is my newest pen. I've got 3 more. I got to check my messages that I'm getting from Leopard Leatherworks. But I know they're a little out, so, and you know, obviously there's no rush. No rush. Plenty of time. Okay, y'all, so on the YouTubes, you know, when I watch YouTube TV, it recommends things for me. And it recommended this lady who decorates cakes. Now, it keeps recommending to me all of these other people that bake cakes or decorate cakes and stuff. That is probably not a good thing for me to watch because I immediately start going, you know, I sure wouldn't mind having some chocolate cake. That would be nice. And then I think, oh, you know what? It'd be nice if I knew how to decorate cakes. And I could make everybody's cakes for their birthdays and different stuff. And then I'm looking at all the stuff they got. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of tools that, you know. Because just like anything else that's a hobby, I could have sworn I dropped, here it is. That's a hobby. You know, it's not just a matter of getting you a spatula, you know, I mean, it's like, oh, wow, what kind of thing is that? Well, that cuts fondant, and this here cut, you know, I'm like, what? Yeah, like, okay, because You know, y'all, I don't think you're much different than me, honestly. I think we all share a little bit of this. We all got a little bit of addiction when it comes to crafting, you know, of any kind. It's like, oh, well, you know, it's like, look, all you need is, and technically, that's all you need. But not if you want to take it to the next level, not if you want to make it look better or be easier on your hands, or, you know. So next thing you know, you're going to need a commercial kitchen. You don't need a commercial kitchen. I would probably just need a commercial kitchen just because. But yeah, it just keeps, I don't know. I mean, she had all these neat things. I was like, wow, where'd you get that? She had all these things lined up with sprinkles and whatnot, and all these different tips, and, you know, for her bags of frosting, and I was like, oh, I want to make those, and I know darn good and well I can't do that. So, I mean, if I went out and bought the stuff, next thing you know, I'd be donating it. So, it's like, oh, okay. How about we do 161? That's a pretty color. It's kind of a slate to me, a blue slate. It's just, I love that color. It's one of my favorite colors. So, let's see, we'll go over here. Uh-oh. That did line up very good. There we go. Let's see. So anyway, been watching that. And still watching the ladies from the Philippines that are working in Japan. I just really like keeping up with their life. You know, like, what's going on? What's happening to you? I think that's what I like, is, you know, what turns me on to YouTube is like, you know, you just meet normal people and see how they live. You know, see if they live like you, or if something's different, or if we're all the same, you know? And yeah. And we really are the same. Now, the food we eat is different, for sure. For sure. I wouldn't call myself a picky eater, but I am in the case that I'm like, no, I'm not eating that. So, yeah, that's, you know, my only time to use raw eggs for anything is when the kids were younger, and I would make them egg milk, you know, which was milk with a little bit of vanilla and some sugar and an egg. And I'd put it in the blender, and it'd be all frothy and stuff. And they loved it, and it was just to kind of help make them healthy. And I would also put them in malts or milkshakes, stuff like that. But I was like, I'm not going to put a raw egg on my food, thank you very much. Well, they do, and that's different for me. And not because I'm worried about salmonella or anything like that. I mean, I think if you buy quality eggs, you get, you know, you don't have to worry about that. But I don't like the texture of it. So it's the white. It reminds me of snot. So, yeah, love it cooked. Absolutely. But yeah, all right, here we go. 3834 is this color. And you start to see that it's a little bus coming together, kind of, maybe. But yeah, I do want to go outside here in a little bit, so I think I'll finish this section. And, I don't know, maybe go ahead and take a break. I don't know. What do you think? Well, by the time you tell me what you think, it'll be too late. So I don't see any more of those. So let's see. Oh, come on. They act like they might have static, but they don't. So, and I've used this tray 1,000 times. That may be the problem. I need to clean it, you know, get a scrub brush and clean it real good. Because I think you'd have to do that sometimes. Okay, S, which is 3860. Another pretty color. Also, I think it's in January where Mushmallow from Dark and Creepy Diamond Painting, I think that's the name of her channel, and Crafty-ish Kristen are doing their pink and black event, and I bought that pink cow, no, that cow that was on a pink couch, and I bought it just for that event, and so I think this year I'm going to do it. I didn't do it last year because I really don't have anything with pink and black. Those really aren't my colors. But this one here has a big pink sofa in it. So I'm like, that is perfect. I'm going to do that. It's a Diamond Art Club. I haven't done a Diamond Art Club in a little bit. I'm kind of missing it, to tell you the truth. Let's see, now I need headphones, and that is $5.18. What do you think? Can y'all start seeing a VW bus in there? And they built a new Volkswagen dealership close to us, and it is huge. It is huge. They had one, and it was tiny, but this one is huge. And I thought, well, you know, maybe they'll put in an Audi dealership, because I wouldn't mind looking at Audi. You know, I wouldn't mind owning an Audi, but I don't want to drive across town, you know, I mean, because you're going to have to get the oil changed, and, you know, things happen. Like my car's got recalls again. When I was talking to the lady, and she goes, have you brought your car here in for service before? I said, yep, for a recall. So... just saying. So, but, yeah. But maybe they'll look at my air conditioner too, because whenever they did the last recall, they had to remove part of my dash to do it. And ever since then, you know, it's got, passenger side has its own climate control, right? And you can have both of them on the driver's side and the passenger side at 70. And, I mean, you can literally feel the difference. It's nowhere near as cool as the driver's side. So, Max says they must have messed up the blend door or whatever. I'm like, I don't know. So, but I think they're going to fix it. I hope. That's the plan. Let's see. Oh, nope, got 4 more over here. Y'all are probably going, there's 4 more. All right, I don't see anymore now. All right, Q is right there. I see it, so I'll go ahead and do it next. A Q, a Q, a Q. 315. So did everybody have a good Labor Day weekend if you're in the States? Yeah, ours was just Jim Dandy. We didn't do anything. I mean, I went yesterday to see my dad, so it was great because there really wasn't any traffic coming home. Or going there, you know, because the weather had, you know, the weather forecast was not really good. By where he lives, there's lakes and, you know, boating and stuff like that. That's real popular. So I thought there'd be, and there were a lot of people there, don't get me wrong, but not as much as I think there would have been. But we had fun, so. Oh, Lord. All right, let me get that piece of trash out. There you go. All right, I'm gonna have to, because I'm not, well, let me get X first. Let me see if I see X. X, where are you? Oh, you're right here. X, 3752. Because I'm gonna have to get binoculars, I think, for some of these. I can't make out what they are. Get back in there. I need to look at Netflix too, so I can see if there is any new documentaries that I need to watch. So you tell me, is there? I've got that Poop Cruise on my list, but I haven't watched it yet. Part of me is like, do I want to watch that? I don't know if I want to watch that. I don't know. Sounds pretty grotesque. All right, where are my hashtags? Come on, get in. Get in. Come on. Get in, I said. All right, where? Hashtag, where are you? Hashtag. Oh, Lord. Oh, here's an L. I need some L's, so I'll go ahead and... I still don't see hashtags. Alrighty, let's see. Okay, we'll do these L's real fast. See, it's how I saw them, and they need to be done. Ah, get off of there. Dos más. Oh. Yeah, I don't know where the hashtag is, but there's the L's. Okay, is that all the L's? Do y'all see any more L's? I do not. We do not. That's going to be the one that's hard for me to find, apparently. There's equals. No. Batman. No, that's not it, Leanne. Wonder what that is. Where's some E's? I need some E's. Okay, I have to be just passing it over because, I mean, I keep looking and I'm not seeing it. Oh, jeez. These are E's, which is 646. However, I have 2 Y's that I missed. Sure. Let's get this out. Put in these Y's. Were y'all yelling at me that I had missed some? Pretty sure I did hear you. 754 goes right there. Okay, 646, which is big E's. Got 2 over here. 3 here. 2 here. Yep. And that's it. I see that one, so as I'm seeing them, when I'm looking for other stuff, I'm gonna go ahead and get them because might as well. I'm gonna need them anyways. So this is 452. Oh, can start to see it. I don't know how it looks on the camera, but I'm starting to see it, y'all. There's 3. Oh no, Josh, Trace. Get in there. Alrighty. See any more? I do not. That's not hashtag. I'm so stupid. That's not a hashtag. I see what it is. That's not a hashtag. Which would explain why I couldn't find them. But it is this here, 159. Now we're getting into all the little things that require, it's just tedious now because it's like just a few colors from each. 5. So it's just a little tedious. 4. But that's how you get them done, right? Okay. Here is, I call this the Mercedes, because that's what it looks like to me. And that's 762, and I feel like I had already done those, but maybe not. Oh, that's, come on, flippy. And then let's move that one back in there. Okay, I'll just single place them in. 2, 3. All right, I'm gonna have to get my trusty magnifying glass here. What is that? Oh, it's fire. How many of those do I have? Not many. I have fire and a person. There's the person. Let's go ahead and do the person. These are fairy dust as well. And they just go over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and it looks like I'm having just the right amount. 5. Okay, and here's the fire. I see the fire. It is not a special drill. And I see 3 of those. I've done it. So I'll use this to put it over here. See how it's freestanding. And this one here goes on the edge. Come on. There we go. Oh, it's right here. Duh. Oh, my word. Oh, my word. Okay, so now I need the 3-dot triangle. 3-dot triangle. 3-dot triangle. Oh, here it is. Right there. It too is a fairy dust. Cool. Those are, well, they're not actually called fairy dust unless they're Diamond Art Club. I don't think, but I don't know what they're called, so you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'll just call them dust drills, I guess, unless I forget, because, you know, I'm just so used to calling them that. It's like calling, you know, Gladware and all that Tupperware. It's not, but we know what you mean. Although I used to sell Tupperware, so if you told me you had Tupperware, I was looking for Tupperware. Not the fake ware. Uh-oh. See a piece of putty. Okay, that's that, y'all. That. We're getting there. We are getting there. Like I said, now it's just the little nitpicking colors where I just have a few. Like I only have 4 of 554. So let's see. Come on, come on. Ah, too many. That's okay. It's okay. I would like for you to let me know down in the comments. I mean, if you're still watching, you might have an opinion. Would you rather I just do the whole thing in one WIP and chat, or no? I mean, I know me personally, like if I'm going to sit down and diamond paint for a couple of hours, I look for the long WIP and chats, or even a live replay that's long, because it keeps me company and I don't have to do anything, just sit there and listen. Oh, where's the M? So, I mean, here it is, 553. If you're thinking, well, why don't you just finish the thing? Or if you're thinking, no, you know, I mean, it's already been an hour and a half, y'all, and I haven't finished the whole thing. So I'm thinking an hour and a half is plenty long, right? I mean, I don't want you to quit watching and not come back and finish watching, because for some people that's just way too long. I guess it depends on what you're doing it for. If you're just like listening on your lunch break or something like that, well then yeah, you know, you can't be all, I'll come back from lunch whenever I get done listening. No, I don't think that will work. It made me happy, but I don't think that would work. I think that'd be a bad decision. Right now we got 702, and I'm going to call that a purse. We are getting along. I am not a fast diamond painter. I know once upon a time people were like, you diamond paint so fast, and back then it was like, no, I don't. I just, back then I was diamond painting 8 hours at least, if not more, a day. And it's like, there's your difference, you know. There are people way faster than me, way faster than me. It's all about time, you know. That's what it comes down to, time. I don't really have 8 hours anymore to just sit here and diamond paint, so. And honestly, I don't want to anymore because, you know, I do have a yard I like, 826, and, you know, I've got bird feeders all around, and I enjoy being out in nature. And I do diamond paint more when, you know, this summer has been so hot. But, yeah. When the weather is not conducive to sitting outside, then I am more likely to diamond paint. But yeah, when we get into the fall and we've got beautiful fall, crisp fall days, and then yeah, I'm probably gonna be sitting outside a lot more, and that's okay. That is okay. All right, now I think I would have seen all these by now. Let's see. I need this. The one that does this. Here it is right here. I only need 3 of these. We're getting there, y'all. Dang it. Put way too many up. That's okay. 3. Okay. I gotta see what that is. Oh, thumbs up. Yeah. Yep. It gets hard for me if the background is dark and the symbol is dark. It's like, what is it? It is the thumbs up, which is 936. Get in there. There we go. No. Here I go. Speaking Espanol. You can see how little I know. Very little. All right, I know I got 2 of these little E's, and I can see them right there. So I'm going to get it. Go ahead and do that. Uh-oh. Where did that come off from? I don't know. I don't know. 1, 2. Does that one look okay? Yeah, looks okay. Nope, that's got a tab. Let's get another one, shall we? Oh, come on. Come on. Yeah, there we go. That looks better. Okay. And then, pretty sure it's the lights, the plug. Yep, it is the plug, which is 517. And only 3 of those. 1, 2, 3. All right, y'all. I am done with that section. Yes, it's not even halfway. Can you believe it? Like I said, I'm not a fast diamond painter, but that's okay. I'll finish it later. Let's see, is that half? No, it is not half. Almost half, but not half. Put this down here so it doesn't look that bad. So anyway, y'all, that is my Dreamer design, and it is, no, God, where does, no, the Diamond Design Company, my gosh. So, yep, there's that part of it, and the drills are great. There's no gapping, as you can clearly see. Yeah, so later on I will start working on the rest. I don't think I'll do another whip and chat with it, but I'll finish it on my own free time. Hopefully my next whip and chat will probably be a cat fedora. So anyway, thank you for sticking around this long. I appreciate you doing so. And if you are here this long, leave me a balloon emoji, okay? So yeah, thank y'all so much for watching, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye. Bye.